So the experts are given a scorecard with a numerical score in which they give their responses regarding the product served, and decisions are taken whether that product is good or it is not good or at par as per the prescribed requirements. Attributes scored include appearance, flavor, and texture based on the presence or absence of a predetermined defects. The Bureau of Indian Standards has specified guidelines for judging and grading of some dairy products. The sensory evaluation of dairy products has become an important research component in the development of new products and process. Sensory attributes of food products can be either intrinsic or extrinsic. Intrinsic attributes are concrete product characteristics that can be perceived by a consumer and in many situations can serve as quality cue that can be observed without actual consumption or use, such as color of a product, appearance of a product. It is related to the appearance, color, shape, size, and structure, all of them extremely important for milk products. If the product is not looking good, the consumers will reject them at once. So intrinsic attributes are always related to the physical aspects of the product. The extrinsic quality parameters refer to product characteristics that are used to evaluate a product but are not physically part of it, such as price, brand, production, and nutritional information on package, packaging design, country of origin, store, and convenience. Now, there are various senses by which we can judge quality of a product. So it is very important to understand the role of primary senses in judging of dairy foods or dairy products. The sensory properties of dairy products are mainly related to flavor, body and texture, color and appearance, and all these parameters will give us overall or total scores by which we can compare or we can judge two or more than two products which are subjected to the experts which are trained in sensory evaluation. These properties of foods are perceived through human senses. The main senses involved in sensory perception are sight by use of eyes, smell which involves use of nose, then taste which is very important in palatability of product that can be perceived by tongue, touch that can be perceived by our fingers or skin, and sound which is perceived by our ears. Humans possess and utilize 5 primary senses for perceiving stimuli, that is sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Of these human senses, taste, smell, and chemical or pain senses respond to chemical stimuli, with taste and smell considered to be the most primitive. Other human senses include temperature sensation, that is whether product is hot or cold, pain, visceral hunger, thirst, fatigue, and balance. Now let us discuss the important sensory evaluation senses, starting with sight. The characteristic of a dairy product that can be evaluated by sense of sight are neatness and cleanliness of package and finish. As soon as we receive any product for consumption, we look for its package condition. The package should be neat and clean, without any openings and without any damage on the seals. Protection afforded by seal of pouch or bottle closure gives idea about the wholesomeness of that product. If the package is broken, then someone may think that this product is adulterated or it is used by someone else, and other feelings may come. So just by sight one can look that whether the product is wholesome or not. It has relatively low numerical rating on the scorecard, but even though it is very important. Sight as a sensory parameter is used to correlate defects in visible items with flavor. Now, second sense is smell or aroma. This sense plays paramount role in evaluation of quality of dairy products. The role of olfactory perception is greater in overall flavor than the taste. Milk and dairy products are smelled for aroma perception immediately after the opening of closure or package and earlier than the taste. So when we call flavor, flavor is a combination of aroma and taste. So as soon as we take any product, first we feel aroma through nose, and then the product is tasted through our tongue, and overall perception of aroma and taste gives us flavor. Third important sense is taste. It is a companion sense with aroma in establishing the overall flavor of dairy products. There are four fundamental tastes, which are sweet, sour, salty and bitter, which are of paramount importance in sensory evaluation of any food product. With very few exceptions, the food product must be tasted. The role of taste is more complex, as tasting also involves tactual and olfactory sensations. As soon as we take any product in our mouth, the product is perceived in our mouth through our tongue, through our teeth, through our gums, and some of the volatile compounds which are transferred through our mouth to our olfactory region and which will give perception about aroma. The last one is touch. The tactual and mouthfeel play an important role in examining the body and texture characteristics. Pressure between teeth determines the presence of undissolved salt in butter or of crystallized lactose in sweetened condensed milk. Fingertip and thumb may be used to find out organs of mouth. Fingers play important role in examining body and texture of butter and cheese. Ease and difficulty in chewing, rolling, dissolving the food is recorded by tongue and or floor and roof of our palate. The sound is used sometimes in judging of dairy and food products, although it is not widely used in dairy and food products judging. The evaluator can detect the presence of ice crystals while drawing an ice cream sample with a spoon. The relative size and distribution of holes in Swiss cheeses can be felt by the gentle tapping of the outside of a cheese. In case of Swiss cheese manufacturing, eye formation is very important step, and it requires an expertise to detect whether the eyes have formed inside the cheese block or not, and the detection of this type of eyes require gentle tapping on the surface of the cheese rind. So till now we have studied different aspects of sensory evaluation, and to conclude we can say that sensory evaluation is a science which involves use of senses such as sight, smell, hearing, taste, touch, sometimes temperature. Sensing of temperature is very important. The product should be served chilled, and if it is not served chilled, people may think that this product is not wholesome. Some malpractices have been done during serving the product, and likewise. So the science behind sensory evaluation is very important, not only to decide its palatability but also to decide its quality, wholesomeness and nutritional aspects as well. Dear students, to conclude this chapter, we can say that sensory evaluation is a science and which plays very pivotal role in deciding characteristics of dairy and food products. Characteristics could be good or bad. Whenever we want to design a new product, certain characteristics are very important and they are present in that food product, and people are buying that food product because of those required characteristics. And sometimes if the product is going deteriorative, certain changes will help us to decide whether the product is still good for consumption or not. So to decide the degree of defect in dairy or food product, again sensory evaluation plays a very important role. There are certain senses which are used to detect good characteristics or defects in food products or dairy products are sense, smell, sight, touch and sound. All these senses will give us overall quality of a food and dairy products which will be perceived by consumers, and the palatability of products will be decided, and palatability will ultimately decide marketing characteristics, market portfolio, marketing strategies and overall profit to the organization. Thank you.